Hey everybody, it's Delicia. Thanks for stopping by the Cigar Vixen channel. Today I'm going to be lighting up this Last Call by AJ Fernandez. This is fairly new to the market. It was first released in April of this year. And it's featuring this gorgeous Ecuadorian Rosado wrapper, very flavorful. And both the binder and filler are grown in Nicaragua on AJ's farm. So a lot of flavor going into this little baby. It's a pretty cool little size as well. It's a 4.5 by 48, a Rothschild, which is a size that I don't smoke a whole lot, and I actually don't see very many Rothschilds on the market anymore. It's kind of a cool size to smoke. Again, it's perfect for like a really quick smoke, which I believe is the idea, according to AJ, behind this particular smoke. It's a very inexpensive cigar. It has a price point of about $5 or so. And again, just a nice quick smoke, whether it's in the morning, with a good cup of coffee, middle of the day, between working, or even for a nice little nightcap. So very cool size, and again, a lot of flavor coming out with this one. And it's actually the first in a part series of a portfolio series that AJ is coming out with, which is said to feature very unique tobacco, kind of some stuff coming out of his vault, some different blends. So a lot of fun with that. Very excited to see these do very well. AJ's another brand that for me is a very safe brand. It's something that you see in pretty much every humidor, and any one of his cigars that you pick out, you're going to be safe with. They're always consistent. They're made very well. They have great flavor. All his different cigars in his lines are very good. I've had wonderful experiences with all of them. So I'm going to go ahead and get this baby cut up. And it is featuring this beautiful unfinished kind of shaggy covered foot, which is great. It makes it very easy to light and get a very even light. So again, a lot of flavor just off the nose of it. You get a nice little kind of a sweet type of a cedar. There's a little bit of kind of an earthiness to it, but it still has a nice sweetness just off the smell. So let's go ahead and just get this little baby lit up. Again, with this unfinished foot, it's very easy to get it going. I'm choosing to use a little soft flame. But I love the name. Last Call reminds me of, any bar that you've ever been to, and it's they make that announcement that it's the last call for alcohol. It's kind of funny. It's a catchy little name. Well, that's yummy. Right away, you get that welcoming toastiness. Actually, it's very similar to like a toasted nut, something that you would, if you're somebody who cooks and you roast nuts at all, almonds, anything like that, you get that type of a flavoring from this initially. You're getting a little bit of a spice. I can feel it on either side of the tongue, kind of in the back. So you get a little bit of a mixture of a cinnamon, and I would even say a little bit of like a clove type of a spice. Just very subtle, definitely not the main flavor, but you can get a little bit of that mixture and that spiciness there. Definitely has that zing to it, but there's a nice sweetness. So it's a good mix so far of, again, just a hint of spicy and a little bit of a sweet, toasted nuttiness. There's a little presence of a coffee, kind of a sweet coffee, almost like a Cuban coffee. You get a little bit of that sweet type of element to it. So off to a great start. The burn line and the ash color, everything is looking wonderful. And as always, I'm going to go ahead and smoke it down and check back in with you for the second third. So coming back for the second third, again, beautiful burn. The burn line itself is not perfect, but it's not bad. It's just a little wavy, but the actual ash itself is very nice. The coloring is great. Most importantly, the flavor is really, really good. It's gone from having that initial kind of toasted nuttiness and that spicy sweetness to really, to me, it has a lot of spice at this point. Spice is similar again to that kind of cinnamon. There's a more of a black pepper that's kind of come into play now, but it's still, you still get a little bit of that cinnamon in there. And it's remained sweet. There's kind of a shift of flavors going back and forth between a coffee and kind of a sweet, almost candy-like, like an anise. You get a little bit of that hint in there as well. But again, smoking beautifully, putting on a very nice aroma, and just enjoying it quite a bit. So I'm going to check in with you one last time for the final third to let you know about any changes. So this is one of the times when I need one of those little picks to hold this, because I've actually smoked it all the way down to the nub. This is what my brother would call a finger burner. My brother smokes all of his cigars down to the last possible moment that you can still hold it, and I feel like that's what this one is. But again, this is a good testimony that for the flavors, if you're smoking it down all the way to the point where your fingers are about to get burned, it's a good cigar. And that's exactly what this one has been so far. Again, the different flavors, I would put this in the category of medium to full body. There's a lot of complexity towards this last third. It's gotten woodsy. There's been a nice aged cedar. There's just a nice woodsy profile, which I wasn't expecting. Again, it had that sweetness and it had a lot of the spice in there. The spice is still present on this last third. That sweetness is kind of in the back seat now. You still get a little hint of the sweetness, but it's really between woodsy and very creamy. So again, just a nice surprise all the way throughout the cigar. It's been very complex, and for the price, you definitely can't beat it. So this is definitely one that you want to stock up your humidor with. $5 price point on it, and really good construction, excellent flavor. Another hit by AJ. So as always, I thank you for watching, and I encourage you to try it for yourself and let me know your thoughts. Hope to see you soon. Cheers.